Okay, today my name is David Essel, of course, and today we're going to talk to some of the students who have gone through Life Coach Universe, different levels. Now, the ones we have here have all gone through level 1 and 2, and Chris, introduce yourself for us.
Hi, I'm Chris Bola, and I've gone through the first 2 Life Coach University classes.
Yeah, and what are some of the major key tools that you're taking out of the first 2 levels that you want to share?
I think for me, the biggest thing is focusing on the one thing. That's just been huge.
And the one thing for you, can you share what it was?
Yeah, I guess so. Sure, why not? My biggest one thing was I've been holding on to a lot of anger, guilt, and shame from, years, decades. Not that old, but
Yeah.
for a long time that I had no idea I thought I had gotten over it or at least forgotten about it.
Yes.
And forgetting about it isn't getting over it.
Yeah, and you know what? When we take people and teach through the course, this is something quite amazing that most people have no idea what their one thing is. And of course, I did a full video on YouTube about the one thing theory that you can go ahead and watch. But if you could share with our viewers like a couple reasons why you think that people should really submit to this course, take the course, and commit to their life, why would you tell people to go ahead and do that? Why should they take this course?
I think for me, I found myself just feeling really stuck, and I wasn't sure why or what was causing it, and I knew that something needed to change. And for me, it was discovering that one thing and realizing what was holding me back and being given tools to work through that in order to create what I really wanted.
That's awesome. And once you find the one thing and use the tools that we teach to move through it, every other area of your life goes up to the next level.
I'm already noticing a difference.
Isn't it amazing?
And it hasn't been that long.
Oh. Chris, thanks so much for being with us.
Thank you.
Okay,
Thanks.
Next up is her husband, Colin, who has also gone through 2 of the levels. And Colin, there's no need to introduce yourself. Colin Bola is here with us today. And you're a coach as well. And tell us, because you came up with a unique title for yourself.
Technology and lifestyle coach.
And why is that? Why did you choose that to become a coach under?
I chose the technology because it plays upon my background and working in the IT field, and that as people learn to embrace and work with the technology within their life, their small business, their micro business, that it changes their lifestyle, because then they'll be able to enjoy the life that they want to have.
Right, right. Now, when you think about the tools, I've got to talk to you about this. Now, Colin and I have talked about this hundreds of times. When he came in, he had gone through all of our trainings, all of our types of training like I had, and so much of what I learned when I was growing up had to do with something Colin had learned. Now, when I was trained early on, 30 years ago, Colin, it was about a pie. We used the pie theory of goal setting, you know, and a pie was cut up into 6 or 8 slices, and those were different areas of your life. Now, when you came in, you had to shift your mindset from what type of a goal setting theory?
I was working with the quads, breaking it up into career, finance, education, mind, body, spirit, relationships, and giving back.
And giving back. Okay, and now you've modified that, and you're working with the Life Coach Universe teachings, and you're doing what with your work?
Working exclusively with the one thing theory, not put the quads down. It doesn't work. It's buckshot scatter. It doesn't allow real focus on the true goals that I wanted to achieve in a life.
Yeah.
And for me to change that and to create something different, just focusing on where I wanted to be and overcoming that one thing that was holding me back, that fear of success that was holding me back, and driving at it every day, has made a tremendous difference over the last 3 months.
In just a few months, if you would have seen this guy when he walked in, and I take no credit for the course because it's divinely given, trust me, I'm just the vessel it flows through. When this guy walked in, and where he is today, the amount of projects he has going on, the people he's created as a team, and that's one of the cool things I see with you, right?
Yes.
You got a whole team working before you were just a one-man band, now you got a team.
Yes.
And that is because you went after the one thing that was most uncomfortable, that you had denied, delayed, procrastinated. Right. You attacked it, and life changes, doesn't it?
Yes, yes.
It's awesome.
Career change in process.
Yeah, and it's amazing to see, and I'm so honored to see when we have people like Colin work their tail off, follow the program, and get the results they want. Now, if you have about 30 seconds to tell our viewers why it is you think that they could benefit from our courses, what would you tell them? What would you say?
Pretty easy. It's really straight up. everything you want is right there in front of you, and by focusing on just that one thing and not allowing yourself to be distracted by everything else that can be put in front of you, you can achieve that change in your life that you want.
Awesome. Colin, thank you a ton, man.
Thank you, David.
Appreciate it. Okay, next up, we have April O'Leary, and while she's walking to the front here, I'll actually tell you a little bit about April. April came in to the course probably about 3 months ago, wasn't it?
I think so.
I think it was about 3 months ago, and she took level 1 and level 2, just finished level 2. And okay, now I've got to ask you, you found your one thing, baby, right?
I did. It was awesome. It wasn't definitely not what I expected. I actually came into the course thinking I want to get a career of life coaching because I'm friendly and I like to talk to people and it will be fun. And through the work with David, I really felt connected to myself in such a greater way. I didn't expect to get so much personal growth out of it I was thinking more as a career path, not a personal growth endeavor.
Yeah, you know, a lot of times people will come in with that very same attitude. They'll come in thinking, okay, I'm going to be taught how to be a life coach, but it really isn't going to be about me. It's going to be about me helping other people.
Exactly.
You know? And then we find out in level 1, we go, oh my gosh, this is all about me.
Yes, that's exactly what happened. I started through the writing. David encourages a lot of writing process, and through writing and journaling and thinking and evaluating your life and him taking you through the one thing process, you really can nail down and figure out what it is that's holding you back. And once you achieve and persist in accomplishing that one thing, it will then take you to the next level in all the other areas, which is the funny thing as well.
You know, I remember after level 2, getting the next day when you broke through with your one thing, the next day getting like 4 or 5 emails from you, like just expounding upon what it meant for you to find this. That was quite exciting, wasn't it?
It was. It was really incredible to just through the writing to find like, wow, I can really, I really found it, and I'm really willing to work on it and face it and deal with it. So I think that was excellent. And the group here of people are so straightforward and honest and non-judgmental, and it's such a great process. You just get a family of friends that you never knew you had.
Yeah, and I'm glad that April said that. You know, when we work with people, just like when we train people to become coaches, we ask the coaches to be non-judgmental. Someone comes in and they're embarrassed to talk about something, they're shy about it, they don't feel like this is something they want to share with one person or the world, and we encourage through the teaching process of how to help people feel at ease, right?
Yes, it was excellent. So I would encourage anybody out there who's considering a career in life coaching or who wants to just endeavor on their own personal growth to take the coaching courses at Life Coach Universe.
Awesome. April, thank you very much. And for everyone, check out lifecoachuniverse.com. We'll have more and more of these interviews with the students that have gone through the course so that you can get a good idea of how profound this has been for them, how profound it's for me as well. I'm David Essel, of course, lifecoachuniverse.com. Check us out and join us at our next course. Thanks.